Alright, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Yaquab coming at you another lesson through the Spirit Power Yahweh Shai. First, I'd like to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. That belongs to the powers of great millstone or will. And sight all you brethren doing this work with true sincerity, with charity. Alright? And today I'm going to touch on the topic of, only a remnant, being saved. Alright? Because when the Lord returns, and brings his destruction, he's only going to save a remnant of Yasharallah. He's not going to save all Israel, man. Alright? He ain't coming back to save the whole world. So I'm going to start in 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 15. It says, I have said before and now do speak, and I will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which be saved. Alright? It says, like as a wave is greater than a drop. Right? So when you compare a drop of water to a wave, that wave is significantly, greater than one drop of water. Also compared to the amount of people, that's going to be destroyed compared to those who will be saved. That wave is the amount of people that's going to be destroyed, right? And that drop of water is the amount of people that's going to be saved. So you can see that out of, the 9 billions of people that's on earth, the Lord is going to destroy a majority of the people that's here, man, just like he did in the time of Noah, man. He only left 8 souls alive, man. So it's not far-fetched and it's nothing new. When the Lord returns, he's coming back, for wrath, man. He's not coming back to play, man. He's gonna, the scripture says the slain of the Lord shall be many. It says, all that rather not that I should rule over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. So when the Lord returns, he's not coming back to talk. He's not coming back, to plead, unless it's with the sword, Of course, the scripture says. But he's coming back to take, what's his, man. And to set, this place in order, man. He's coming back to take the crowns off the kings. These different, government officials and presidents and the rulers, man, the Edomites, man, and he's not going to do it by making agreements, He's going to take it by force, man. As the scripture says, the saints shall take the kingdom by force. Speaking about this place, man. But it's like it. It's Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 22. It says, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. I don't know why it's tongue twisting right now. The construction decree shall overflow with righteousness. So I'm going to read that again. It says, for though thy people be as Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant shall return. And that's the point. That remnant, man. That's returning. And that's happening these days right now, man. You got Jake all around the four corners of the earth. Waking up to who they are as a people, man. Returning to the Most High. Returning to their heritage. Calling on the names of Yahweh, Shai, rehearsing the righteous acts. Fearing the Lord in truth and in sincerity. Preparing themselves mentally and spiritually for the things that's coming. And that's the people that Yahweh Shai is gonna, gather upon his return, man. All right. You know, his remnant, man. His remnant from the nation of Israel. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. You know, who come about this falsehood, all right, of lies, all right, and indoctrination that we learned here in Babylon with all these so-called holidays, and, you know, all these different gods, Cedric Borgia, which, you know, people call Jesus Christ, you know, JC, man, right? So forth and so on, man, and return back to Yahweh Shemel Shah. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 27. It says, Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved, right? That very small remnant, right? It's a very small number, right? And the script says, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. You know, so even the righteous, right, will scarcely be saved. Hey, the scripture says, hey, was the Lord mad at the trees? You know, was he mad at the river, right? Because when he come, all right, you know, there's going to be a lot of judgment happening, man. All right, and that's why we're going to need Yahweh Shemel Shah in that day, man. All right, because as I said, you know, and as the scriptures say, the righteous shall scarcely be saved, right? And we don't know if we are part of that number. So we have to stay prayed up, right? And we have to build our faith, man. All right, because that day is approaching, right? This Joel chapter 2 and 32, it says, And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. Right? Hey, so you gotta know the name, man. You gotta know the name, man. All right, you know, you got IUIC telling you one thing. You could call him this and that. You could call him whatever. You know, we got the name. You know, and then still turn around and use JC. But we don't know the name. You know, it varies, man. Right? Different camps, you know, telling you, you know, his name is Yeshua, right? You know, and all these different, you know, breakdowns, man. All right, but you gotta have a name, man, and the right name, right? You know, like the brother always get a similar to. You know, if you walking up the street, you know, and your name is John, all right, and you hear somebody calling Bob, right, you're not gonna turn around, right? Yeah, that's not your name, you know. You're just gonna keep it moving, right? But if you walking up the street and you hear somebody call John, you're gonna turn around, you know, because they're calling on the right name, man. So we have to call on the right name, and the right names are Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, the true names of the Most High and His Son is Yahweh, all right, Bahashem meaning in the name, and Yahweh Shah, all right, which is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? But as the scripture says, and the remnant whom the Lord shall call. So here it is, speaking of that remnant again, right? And that deliverance. This is Zechariah 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. And I will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, The Lord is my power, right? So you're going to have 2/3, all right, of the nation of Israel that's going to be destroyed here in Babylon. You know, and you're going to have a 1/3, all right, who's being tried spiritually as we speak, right? You know, they're going through the fire every day, man, all right, waiting on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, you know, being tested, you know, their integrity, their patience, their faith, right, their character, you know, and that's us brothers, you know, you few sisters out there, all right, and the households that believe, man, all right, every day, man, what the scripture says, Lot was vexed daily, with the filthy conversation of the wicked, right? And not only are we being refined now, all right, but we're going to be tried in that day as well, man. All right, in the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, when the MOTB is implemented, right? And if we make it through all that, all right, through the spirit and the grace of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the strength from the Lord, and we endure until the end, right? Then the Lord, he's going to deliver us, man. That's that small remnant, man. Right? But the 2/3, man, all right, they're going to take that MOTB. All right, and even if they don't, all right, because you got some people out here that know a little something, all right, but they don't know the truth, man. All right, even if said Jake don't take the MOTB, all right, but he ain't calling on the name, man. All right, he ain't believing in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He don't even believe in the God. He just don't take the MOTB because he don't want to be tracked. That man ain't gonna be saved still, man. Right? You gotta have the whole truth, man. Right? But yeah. So only a small remnant once again, man. 1/3 here in America, right? 1/3 of Jakes, man, is gonna make it, man. But 2/3 are gonna die. Right? This is Matthew 7:13. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat." Right? So, as the scripture says, man, hey, wide is the straight gate, man. It's like, wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many be that go thereat. So you're gonna have way more people, all right, who go into that broad gate, all right, which is that destruction, all right, which is all these other different philosophies, man. All right, and you're gonna have a very few people that go through that straight gate, man. The scripture says it's so straight that only one can go in at a time, man. All right, it's a path of difficulty, man. Right, and that's being in this truth, man. All right, because scripture says, "When thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Right, so you will be tried, man. All right, and your faith will be tested, man. Right, but if we overcome and endure and to the end, man, all right, the Lord, he's gonna, reward us. All right. All right, the scripture says that he's gonna reward every man, actually. But he's gonna reward us for our well doing, man. So Lord us edifying him and all by giving all praise and glory due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakadash. The lines to Apostle Great Millstone will. And Cites, are you brethren doing this work, truth, and it's like doing this work in truth and sincerity with charity. Until next time, shalom and a ball.